this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange, a leading crypto trading platform in India. Today, market, it was as expected. Last 2 days, there was a huge gap down, but the entire loss was recovered last 2 days. And because of that, many people thought, and today also the markets will recover. But the fact is that today there was no gap down. It was just opening flat and then fell more than 100 points. And why there was some hope in the afternoon? Number one, it was only the index heavyweight that came under selling pressure. In the afternoon, I checked at some point of time, Nifty next 50 was in green, mid cap was in green, small cap was in green, and everything was in green except Nifty. And then second thing, Europe market opened lower, but there was a good amount of recovery. They didn't turn positive, but the losses came down. And because of that, there was some expectation, maybe due to the expiry related issues, there might be some short covering. Yes, Nifty went up about 40-45 points towards the end of the day, but still the closing was really very bad. On a closing basis, Nifty fell about 100 points, and out of this 100 point, Reliance and ITC alone contributed 50% of these 100 points. And that was also expected because yesterday the crude oil fell. When the crude falls, it is good for Asian Paints but bad for Reliance Industries. And ITC, people said the results were good. Yesterday it went up, but today it came under severe selling pressure. And 50% of the fall came from these two stocks, but the remaining 50% came from HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, TCS, Infosys and L&T. And these are the usual laggards. And Infosys went up yesterday because of the new contract, but today it has fallen. TCS, anyway, it has been very, very weak for the last few weeks. And if there is one stock that is looking strong among the IT pack, it is Tech Mahindra. Other than that, all other IT stocks looking very weak. And Kotak Bank, and today it fell below 1,800. If you are looking at a 3-year chart, Kotak Bank has given only 0 return. So at the end of the day, as expected, FIIs were net sellers for a big amount. They have sold for about 1,500 crore. But what was surprising, even the domestic institutions have also sold for 300 crore. And overall, today, the disappointing trading day. And why? Because today is the lowest closing in the series. On a closing basis, not on intraday basis. On a closing basis, today is the lowest closing in this series. Number one. Number two, Nifty closed decisively below 19,400. As per the technical analysis which I follow, if the Nifty closes below 19,400, so it is a bearish signal. It's not bullish anymore. And number three, no matter what happens, every day the India VIX keeps moving higher. And when India VIX continuously moving higher, ultimately markets will come down. So therefore, definitely now any strategy that we are doing, we have to do with some kind of bearish view. In fact, last week I came out with a strategy having some ratios using December options. And there I mentioned, although I was bullish at that point of time for short term, but for medium term I was bearish. And today I think the election fever has already started. Somewhere I read today BJP has already announced candidates for a few constituencies in 2 states, Madhya Pradesh and Mizoram, I think. So therefore, the 5-state election news started coming in already. I think, that will have a lot of uncertainty. And then after that, once that is over, the parliament election will pick up. So therefore, the markets are going to be challenging for the next few months. But right now, market is clearly turned bearish. So, from once markets are bearish, you don't go short, because you short it, market will retrace 300-400 point and then again it may fall, but you will not be able to withstand the MTM loss. So, therefore, what we do, number one, once we decided the trend is up, so we always go for buy on dip strategy, and once we decided the trend is down, now clearly the trend is down, so we employ the strategy sell on rise strategy. That's one. Second thing, we look at the support and resistance. So, last time I came out with a video, I showed you that time I was bullish and I thought 19,000 is the support and 20,000 is the resistance. So, I sold 19,000 put and 20,000 call, and then I bought in the money call option. And of course, when I say I have done it, I am under SEBI trading ban. I am not supposed to trade. Whatever I am discussing, why I am doing a paper trade. It's not a real trade, it's only a paper trade. So, the same way now, if you want to create a strategy, once again, although Nifty has turned bearish, but I still feel that 19,000 will be a good support. So, the same range stands, 19,000 is the support and 20,000 is the resistance, but one can create a strategy in such a way that you sell 19,000 put and sell 20,000 call, but buy in the money put option instead of buying in the money call option. Again, if you are doing it in the current month, the premiums will be too low, and probably today is already Thursday, just tomorrow one day, maybe on Saturday I will come out with a video where suggesting some strategy. But again, I am not a SEBI registered person, and in fact I was punished by SEBI. So, therefore, there is no question of giving any advisory. So, these are all given just for educational purposes, and before investing, you consult your financial advisor, know what is right and what is wrong. And please, tomorrow, do not blame the people. And first of all, I will not be taking any trade until next year May. So, since markets have turned bearish, so I find that people are selling even the 19,400 call option and 19,500 call option. And anyway, so we will see. Yesterday the US markets, although S&P 500 also turned bearish, but there may be some here and there some recoveries. I think yesterday the US markets was spooked by Fed news, Fed minutes. I think right now the US futures are showing slightly positive, and the US unemployment data came which was in line with expectation. So, there is no negative surprise, and also there are no more very important events for the rest of this month. So, therefore, the markets may trade with a negative bias, but market may consolidate with a negative bias. So, rest of the things we will discuss tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.